product education, and I'm excited to be here tonight. I'm not quite prepared, so I thought, you know what better way to share with you guys than what better way to go ahead and show. Oh, let me shut some of this down. I decided what better way to share with you guys than something that I do, put on makeup. And so there's just two products that I'm going to share with you this evening, and it is my go-tos for the summer. I kind of switch around on foundations. I think it depends on my feel, where I'm going, what's going on in my life, or whatever. But today, this evening, I'm going to share with you just a refresher. I just gently wiped off my makeup. I didn't really wash my face, but I wanted to kind of give you guys a fresh start of how I, apply some makeup. And so I'm going to start with foundation primer. And the foundation primer, these are my tubes, so they're not looking all fresh and everything. So let me just give you some highlights on this foundation primer. It helps reduce the appearance of pores, which I have oily skin. And normally, if you have oily skin, you have your pores are showing. And so I'm trying to see if we're streaming live on our unit page. Yeah. So if your pores are large, you want to use a foundation primer. It also reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So this product is amazing. It's lightweight, it's a matte finish, and it can be used under any Mary Kay foundation. So the patent pendings on this is oil-free gel formula. It's a mineral enriched to absorb oil and diffuse light for skin perfecting benefits. So I just take just a little bit, about that much. I don't even know if you see, that's not much. And I just share it and I just kind of pat it in. I don't just rub it. I just kind of pat it in and I make sure it's getting where I want it to go. I have these indentations here that are getting better. I took some before pictures when I stopped wearing glasses. No, I hadn't even stopped wearing glasses. When I started using the dynamic, what did I start using? Oh, the brightener. And I started using that on those because they were really, really dark. And so I took some pictures over time to show that how it works. So anyway, this is a primer. And now I am ready for my CC cream. Now I use two CC creams. I use deep and medium to deep. And I actually have two foundation brushes and they're marked because this one is for my dark and this one's for the lighter one. So I do kind of a contouring, but as the summer comes on from spring particularly or winter into spring and into summer, my skin changes the color. And so where I put foundation can be a little different. So I like to just go ahead and I put it on the back of my hand. This is the deep. I just put one little squirt and I take the one I have marked for my deep and I just pat it a little bit. I still have quite a bit on my hand, so I'm not using a whole lot. And I begin to go here because I'm kind of contouring with this one. I just go along with my jawline. Of course, the darker contouring around that jawline, it just makes that jawline not so prominent due to my age. I'm using all the Mary Kay products I can to keep it firm, but I don't know, age just has a way to get to it. So if you can kind of see, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little darker in here. And so next, because of what the skin tone is that I have now, I mix what I have left with the medium to deep. Oh, I didn't bring my little mixer. Let's see, do I have anything in here that I can mix it with? I just have this little thing that I mix it with. I'll just use this. And so I just kind of mix that dark, leftover dark with the light. And if I don't have enough dark, I just go ahead and add some dark. And I'm just mixing it in. And then I take my other foundation brush, and that's when I'm going, kind of in my hair. That's what I get for not looking in a mirror. I'm looking on the computer. Okay, so then I just go down, and then I go underneath my eye, just patting. Better watch the mirror. And just kind of meet down here where I have added the dark or the deep. And that's my color. And one of the things I do, because I do have oily skin, is I do use oil mattifier. We don't carry it anymore, but I saved me back some tubes. And that's basically what I do to apply my foundation. Of course, I always top it off. Seems like during the summer months, I tend to lean toward using the silky setting powder. Winter months, I tend to use the translucent powder, but I just take what's in the top. It's usually enough in the top. And I take my powder brush and get it on there. And then I just dust it down. And you want to go down because you have facial hairs and you don't want any powder lifting up your facial hairs if you don't shave your facial hairs. And so that's my refresher look. That's pretty much what I do in the morning. It's 2 CC creams and just how I mix it right on the back of my hand. And that way I can just wash it off and it's not making a mess. And then I don't know if I brought my, oh yeah, I did. I use, I love right now, I do change up, but right now I am using the, oh, what is this one called? It's one of the Deep Glow. It's the Deep Glow powders in my compact. And I just, now when I'm dressing, I use the Deep Glow and I highlight it with that. But on a regular, I just go from my jaw, hairline to my cheek. And that's pretty much it. I have a little, I think I have on the blush or the berry. So line your lips. I'm just topping it off with the berry lip oil. And that is my refresher look. So I know this didn't take a whole 30 minutes, but I wanted to just hop on here. We had a fabulous time at seminar and trying to get back on track and make sure that we stay on our schedule. So that's just my refresher look with my CC cream and foundation primer. That's all I have to share with you. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.